Hey there guys, I'm RVA and I am back at it again on the Appalachian Trail doing another section hike in Virginia. Today I am at Reed's Gap hiking Sobo through the Three Ridges Mountains, and I will end up at the Tye River Route 56 parking lot right before you go up the Priest. Two shelters on this stretch, and only at those shelters is there any water, supposedly. So, carrying heavy water, and already on the trail, and I already have a nosebleed. Goodness gracious. And look, it's foggy and rainy again for the second weekend in a row. But that's okay. Might not get any views today from the Three Ridges though. Anyway, I'm gonna get to hiking and I'll tell you who I'm hiking with in just a bit. Leave it to me to have a nosebleed on the trail. Goodness gracious. So back there is Jaybird, who you guys know I've been hiking with all these AT sections, but a Piker girl came out to meet us today to do this section, so that's nice. And I tell you, I'm having a hard time because I can't breathe through one of my nostrils because that's the one that's bleeding, and so it keeps clotting, and so I have to breathe through my mouth. The struggles on the trail with nosebleeds, it's crazy. And my heart's pumping, and so that's making my blood flow through my veins even more. So trying to slow down for a second to try to stop it so I can breathe. Just came down to take a look at the Moping Field shelter, and there's some nice camp spots here. It's a pretty small shelter. It doesn't fit very many people, but I'll show you some of these awesome big campsites. And this connects to the Marahar Trail, something like that. I don't know how to pronounce these names. But yeah, some really good camp spots. Let me show them to you. This is a nice big flat spot with logs to sit on. There's another one over here. We are just finishing up our break on the top of Bee Mountain, and no bees on the top of Bee's Mountain. Probably wouldn't be any out today even if there was, because it's kind of drizzly. It's not really raining, it's just the water's dripping off of the trees and dripping down, which is why I haven't put on my rain jacket, but I did put my pack cover on to keep everything dry. But yep, we're gonna go up and over Bee Mountain, and then we've got a big 1,000-footer to get up to the top of one of the Three Ridges peaks. Yeah, so I gotta get ready to work it. 2 weekend section hikes in a row, socked in with absolutely no view to speak of. Literally, the forest just opened up and it is breathtakingly beautiful. It's almost like a rainforest in here. It's so dim and just so lush. And here come all those rocks. There's Jaybird up there in the middle, going over all those rocks. So trying to take my time and not slip because they are slippery, and so I don't have such sore ankles, because humpback, that AT section, man, I had some super sore ankles. Day. The clouds just opened up as we're getting close to the shelter, and I have a view. Yay! These rocks definitely make it a slow go of the trail. They are definitely ankle turners.
My legs are tired.
These rocks are no joke to this section at the end of the day. The AT always gives me these kind of sections at the end of the day before I get to my camp spot. All right, hopefully not too much further. And the rocks continue. Come on, rocks. When are you going to end? All right, made it to Harpers. There we go. Made it to Harpers Creek shelter and got us a good flat tent spot right here. Hiker Girl has her Big Agnes tent back there, and we are right next to this creek. Can you hear it? That's going to be really nice to sleep next to. And do I have a surprise for you? I have a special guest that came and hiked up here to come see me and give me a visit, and I'll show you who that is in just a second. We're pretty sure we saw two, because we saw one and then we like went down.
Fox in my backyard. There's fox all the time. They're all over the place.
So hey guys, I am a hot mess. I have not videoed since getting basically to the shelter and getting the tent set up and everything. The surprise guest, I didn't video him, but just for a second when we were all sitting around and enjoying conversation. That was Chris Acone. I will link his channel down below, and I actually used his video for research on this Three Ridges AT section hike, so I will also link his video down below that I used, so you guys can watch that too. But go over to his channel and give him some love. I know most of you follow him already, but I know a lot of my European and international viewers may not know him, so go give him some love. I know you'll like his videos as much as you like mine. Anyway, so it is super late. We were up so late, just talking and enjoying each other's company. And you know, when us hikers, we enjoy talking about hiking. So that's basically what we did for a long time. So Hip Hiker Girl and I just went and hung her bareback in the dark, trying to be super quiet around everybody else's tents because they're all sleeping. But it was I think I looked at my phone, I did like 11 miles today running around, back and forth and videoing and around the shelter and getting water and all that stuff. But I think it was like a little over 7 miles hiked. But anyway, I am going to lay down, go to bed for the night, get up in the morning, and I think Chris said that he would say goodbye to us, so hopefully I can get a picture with him and get him on my video so you guys can meet him officially if you haven't already. All right, good night, and I'll see you in the morning. Hey guys, as promised last night, I said that I would try to get a Chris Ciccone on video, and ta-da!
Hey!
He is here. He camped up right up the hill, actually, from us last night. And for those of you, I know everybody has to know Chris that watches my channel, but just in case that you don't, he also has a YouTube channel, Chris Ciccone. And where, Chris, have you hiked on the AT so far? If people want to look at your videos for research like I did for mine. Actually, this section, I looked at his video to see what to expect. So
It's a bunch of little section hikes between the New York-New Jersey border. These days it goes all the way down to about Tinker Cliffs area. So I'll grab the parking, the shelters, the water source, the privy, and just kind of a basic in and out video. And if I light something on fire or whatever, I might show that.
yep. And he
So, yeah,
does
cool.
privy reviews and spring and water source reviews. So that's always good to know if you're section hiking. But anyway, hopefully we'll be doing some section hikes because I have south of Virginia from this hike and he still has southern Virginia to do. So maybe you might see us hike together in the future.
And this has been a wet weekend. Just like
Soggy. What did you say you smelled like today?
Oh, wet dog. I've been reincarnated as wet dog.
His new trail name's going to be Wet Dog. No. This awesome crew that I am hiking with today. Jaybird's back there as the caboose. Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you? Made it to the Three Ridges Wilderness Sign. Actually, we're just leaving because we're coming south. But anyway, that's the sign. Here's the really cool Tye River Suspension Bridge. This is how professional YouTubers get their shots. Chris Ciccone has now climbed up and standing on the Tye River Bridge to get that awesome shot. Look at how clear and beautiful this water is. I could definitely take a dip. As smelly as I am from this hike, hot and sweaty, that water would feel so good. There's Chris back there. Beautiful. Love this bridge. It's wobbly. You can jump up and down and really make this sucker move. All right, guys, so the parking lot's right here by the Tye River Bridge. This hike was a tough hike because of all the rocks. Yesterday we got on trail at 9:30 and I think we made it to Harpers Creek shelter at 5 o'clock. And it was only like 7.5 miles or so, give or take, and the rocks were just relentless. And it was one of the types of trails where the rocks make your ankles just turn. So definitely my ankles were super sore from yesterday. The shelter was really nice. Tons and tons of campsites at the shelter. And even when you pass the shelter heading south, there are a ton of great campsites. Really great to see and meet Chris Ciccone. And also, I got recognized for the very first time ever on trail by one of my subscribers. So if you are watching, leave your name down below because I didn't catch your name. But that's really cool. That really made my day. Anyway, I am hot and sweaty and wringing wet of sweat and humidity. So I am going to go to the car and get one of my sparkling waters and my sweet tea and say goodbye to Chris Ciccone and Hip Hiker Girl. It was awesome hiking with them on this trip. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Since we had no views of the Three Ridges, we decided to come back to the point that we were on our last section hike and for this overview of Three Ridges. So now I get a view, and I just hiked over all of that section of that mountain. So it's always nice to see where you've hiked, all that hard work. Anyway, that's where I'm at. The perfect meal after a hike. Yum, yum.